Hello everybody, my name is Nicola and welcome back to my channel. I blog over at thefrugalcottage.com all about budgeting, money saving, investing and lots of different things in between. And it's a new week, so it is a new budget update and cash envelope stuffing video for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my budget, so I'll just move those to the side briefly. I've talked about this before, but the budget binder that I currently use is available to download on my site. I will leave a link to that below. I do recommend that if you want to get better with your finances, that you track them in some form. I find this particularly the most useful. And like I said, I'll leave a link down below to this budget planner if you want to have a look at it. So that's the overview. That doesn't change during the month. So first off is my no spend day tracker. So it's looking okay. How many up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 so far. My aim is 18. I don't know if you can see that very well. And we are halfway through the month. We'll see. I'm finding February somewhat more difficult than January, and I'm not entirely sure why. Today, so I'm filming this on the 16th, today will also be a spend day. It's a Sunday, so that's when I do my food shop and get petrol and kind of just get sorted for the week ahead really. So this will be purple. Purple is no, so that will be a spend day today. So I'm hoping for some more during the week, but it is half term here, so it means that we're all at home, so inevitably that might mean more spending, but I'm hoping not, but we will see. So that's my no spend day tracker for now. And then this is my expense tracker for last week. Again, as I said in January, so we're at the end of the second week and I've only used like kind of just over half of the first page of the expense tracker. So I'm really pleased with that. It does show that I'm not kind of popping out and just getting a couple of things, because that is definitely my downfall. I'm getting much better at that. I do have a confession to make though. So how clear is that? Can you see it says soft play here and it says children and then £18? Now soft play does not cost £18 to get into. However, you are not allowed to take any food or drink into the soft play that we go to at all. So you can't even take like your own bottles of water. And so the entry for a child includes their lunch during the week, so on Wednesday. However, it didn't include anything for me. It didn't include any drinks. So because my husband was off for the day, so we both went. We both got lunch there as well, which is why we both got lunch and a drink, and we got a drink for little boy. So and my no spend year is no eating out. So yeah. Have I failed? I don't think so. This is the scenario where it's really difficult because we weren't allowed to take anything in with us. You can't. So we either don't go, or we kind of do what we did and get something there. So yeah, but I've included it, maybe somewhat sneakily, I don't know, because we don't have an eating out budget, because we don't. I've actually included that in the children's budget, because let's be honest, as an adult, a soft play is the last place you want to go. However, for a 2-year-old, they love it. So it's you've got to weigh that up, I suppose. But yeah, that's my first kind of scenario that made me go, I don't know what to do about this in terms of the no spend year. And I'll link the video about our no spend year below if you've not seen that already. Feel free to check that out. But yeah, that's the first one where I've gone, I don't know if this is bending the rules slightly, but unavoidable if we wanted to go there, if that makes sense. But that's our spending overall. These are new trainers as well. We got them in a sale, thankfully, because children's shoes are expensive. So we'll turn over to the kind of the weekly check-in page. And I will zoom in if my camera will let me and not freak out too much. Is it going to do it? Yes. So week 2. So food this week was much better, so I just spent just over £50 on our food for the week this week, and I went once to Morrison's and that was it. So the week before I'd spent £89. That's because I'd popped to Asda twice during the week as well, and it shows in the end, the kind of the end amount, it really does. Miscellaneous £27.72, that's slightly higher than normal. Kind of need a lot of things at once, so I needed to get a big bag of dry cat food. We needed to get like laundry detergent and kind of lots of things that you use over time, but they all happen to run out at the same time. So that's not too bad. Again, a really random number on petrol, £22.44, and then £38. Like I said, I kind of snuck something else in the children's budget there. They're looking okay. The only one that I'm most worried about, if I just slide that across slightly, the food budget remaining is £109.96, and we've still got 2 weeks left of February. So I have a horrible feeling that I'm going to go over budget for our food category this month, which, considering that January went so well, I'm really disappointed about. And that is totally my fault about that. Again, that spending all that much in week one really did impact on the kind of the budget I have. We'll see, but yeah, I don't think I can. Well, we'll see. I'll be amazed if I can make £109 last for the next 2 weeks. I'm trying to think if we've got stuff in the freezer, but we'll see how that goes. £57 remaining for miscellaneous, that's fine. £97 for petrol, don't think I'll go over that. And then £44 for children, which is slightly lower than we normally do. I think I also might need to buy some school shoes, so actually we might get quite close to that number as well this month, but we shall see. So that's the budget so far. The rest of these haven't been filled in at all, so I'll close it up. Like I said, I'll link that below if you want to check that out. I do recommend trying it. It's absolutely transformed our finances. But there you go, and then my cash envelopes are here. Oh, I will zoom back out a bit because that's ridiculously zoomed in now. Is that better? So, and again, if you've not watched these before, I will link this binder below, just on Amazon, and the envelopes, they're also just on Amazon. So, do you know, I need to save up for a new camera for this, because this camera is really good, but it doesn't like, so there, when I was getting the cash envelopes out, it doesn't like the movement quite so much, and I'm not entirely sure why that is. Anyway, so if you're new, I have 4 different categories for cash envelopes this year: food, petrol, miscellaneous, and children. We have 2 children. There used to be 6. There is now 4. So we'll start with food. I have actually emptied all of these this week, so there's nothing in any of them. All of them are empty. That's because I had £20 left over in the food envelope. I'm going to zoom out a bit more, I don't know what my camera's doing. I had £20 left in the food envelope, but I put that in a sinking fund. And if you've not seen my sinking funds video, I'll link that below. You can see what my setup is as well. And then I had just various change in the others, so I've just popped that in my little change jar. So for this week, I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to put £60 for food in. Now that's less than I normally do. However, after talking through my budget there, I clearly need to kind of rein it in with the old spending. So I'm going to put £60 in food, and hopefully I won't hit that. And you will see. That goes in there. So £60 in food, and like I say, normally our average is about £50–55, but that's an average over a month, not necessarily week to week, so hopefully that should be okay. I say that and then go way over, so I've got to keep that in mind. So food is £60. Petrol, as always in petrol, I'm going to put in £30. I always put the same thing in petrol every week. £30 goes in there. £30 goes in there. And miscellaneous, what have I got left? So I'm going to put £20 in miscellaneous. I don't think I need very much in this this week. Like I said, last week was the week where we kind of topped up on loads of things. So I think this week might be a week where I don't need as much. But again, if there's anything left over, I'm just going to put it in my sinking fund envelope. So that's okay. So £20 goes into the miscellaneous category. £20 gone in there. And then just £10. Oh, what is my camera doing? There we go. And then I'm just going to put the final £10 into the children's envelope. I'm hoping we'll get, although if the weather's anything to go by, we might not, I'm hoping to get out this week to the park and on a bike ride, and we might do a picnic and some hot chocolate in a flask, that kind of thing, rather than overly spending. Oh, see what I mean about the camera? Because I've moved, it's gone all weird. But that's £10 in the children's envelope there. What is it doing? There we go. So £10 in the children's envelope, £20 in the miscellaneous envelope, £30 in the petrol envelope, and £60 in the food envelope. And as I say quite frequently, so I film this on the Sunday morning. I go and do our food shop and petrol and everything else on a Sunday afternoon. So by this time, well, by about 3 o'clock-ish, 3 out of these 4 will be pretty empty. The only one that isn't really used on a Sunday is children. Because we like to go out for a walk or bike ride, although the weather today isn't great, so maybe we'll just stay in today. But the other 3 will be empty, fairly empty by this afternoon. So there are our 4 cash envelopes and a budget update for you. Like I said, I'll link the budget planner below. Go and check that out. Honestly, I think it's so helpful to kind of track, and a visual representation, so the colouring of categories and that kind of thing, all combined really help. I'll also link the binder and the cash envelopes there, just from Amazon, below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon.